everybody, it's me again. So I am right now, I'm in Atlanta. I know I said in my video in the beginning of this month that I can only get 2 standby shifts, but they called me for a standby shift tonight at 8 p.m. So yeah, so I'm commuting in. Let me close my pantry. Like, how embarrassing. I'm commuting in today, and since everybody wants to see a commuter vlog, here it is. And I'm commuting from Atlanta. So I know a lot of you think like I commute from New York, which I do sometimes. Like, it just depends on where I am that day. I could commute in from a lot of different places, but I'm in the process of moving from New York back home to Georgia, which is where I am right now. So nobody's here to take me to the airport. I have about 2 hours before the flight departs. It's not looking really good, so I'm kind of nervous. I'm praying that I get on this flight. If not, I have one other flight that I can make, or I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I am a little nervous, but I am gonna have to Uber to the airport. So I have like a few more things to like gather together before I head out, because after tonight, I'm going to be going back to New York if they don't use me tomorrow morning. So I will see you guys in the Uber, because I have like stuff to do really quick before I have to bounce. So yeah. Hey guys, so remember I said when I was at home that it wasn't looking good? Well, it's not. So I had to come over to another terminal or gate to try to fly on another airline, because my airline is like packed, and as y'all know, we fly standby, so if there aren't any seats for us, we can't go nowhere. So yeah, I am absolutely exhausted, and I just want to like get on this plane so I can go to sleep, to be honest with you. So we will see. Fingers crossed I make it on this one, because like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't make it. Oh my god, like if y'all want to commute, this is not the move. If you want to commute, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not fun. No bueno, okay? And like, it's doable. I know I didn't know. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't know it was CIAA weekend in North Carolina. So that's why this weekend is like, the flights are like so booked, because people are flying to North Carolina to go to CIAA weekend, or CIAA. I don't even know what that means or what it stands for. I know like it's a thing. Like I know it's a thing, but I don't know what thing it is. Like, so I don't know. Google it. I'll look it up. I don't know. But my friend, she was like, oh God, it's CIAA weekend. And then I was like, it is. So I go look at the flight loads. I was like, oh, let me get out of here. So I'm trying to catch these like earlier flights to get in earlier than I wanted to. And now I'm like, everything's book. I'm like, no. So hopefully I can make it on this flight, on this other airline. Normally they come through for me. So yeah, fingers crossed, y'all. Like seriously, right now the anticipation is killing me, like not knowing. I don't even know. The gate must have changed. So the gate changed on us, and now it's a few gates down. Thank God I looked up. I saw nobody was around. I was like, what the hell, where'd they go? Ran over to that damn gate. They trifling. They didn't even tell me. You know, nobody, you wouldn't say, the gate just changed. No, nothing. All right, wish me luck, guys. Y'all, I made it. I'm in Charlotte. Yay! It was tough. I almost didn't. So, but I'm here, thank goodness, for other airlines. I was knocked out on that flight. I told y'all I was so tired. Like when they said all standbys are clear, I ran on that plane. I made some friends. They were so sweet. Another couple of flight attendants. And I put my butt in that seat and passed out. So apparently the turbulence was like awful. Slept right through it. Well, now I'm at Wendy's, about to get some food, and then I'm gonna head to the crew. Unless you travel. So let's say you're like on a wrap, you got to sign a wrap B, and you were out of base. So before it's like you have to be in base like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You have to be in base for your wrap. But now it's like they won't penalize you as long as you make it in time for your trip. Right. And then before it was more so like Hello everyone. So current time is 11:52 p.m. My standby shift ends at midnight, so I have 8 minutes. If they call me, they really fucking don't like me. Like they just really don't like me. But I'm on my way to the pickup zone for an airport shuttle because my amazing company gave me another hotel room. God is good, because y'all know how happy I was the first time they did this for me. If y'all haven't seen that vlog, go check it out. But my first airport standby vlog. But yeah, this time it was only a 4-hour standby shift. Like I told you guys before, it could be 4 or 6 hours, and this time it was a 4-hour standby shift. So from 8 p.m. to midnight, and yeah, I'm on my way. I'm just slowly walking towards the exit, and I'm just praying this time I get to leave and I don't have to turn around. So if I have to turn around, you'll see me back in this airport. If I make it by midnight, you will see me at the hotel. Y'all, they put me up in a nice hotel. I'm in the lobby now. It's nice. Oh, look at that. How cute. That's real cute. All right. Hurry up so I don't have to share that. Yay! In my hotel room. Yeah, this is like my favorite part of everything. I told myself I'm not gonna do any more like hotel room tours unless like the hotel's like spectacular, you know? But I don't know, it's so cute to me. Like, whatever, it's a cute hotel. I'm gonna show this hotel room, but I definitely am not gonna do this every single video, you know? Like, you see one, you see them all, but it's just a hotel room. Okay, like I said, see you want to see them all. It's cute though, it's clean. That's all I care about. I'm gonna check for bed bugs, all of that. Already check for crazy people. You already know I'm not getting got today or any day. So I'm just gonna change and then go downstairs, heat up some food, and I think I'm gonna come back up and talk to you guys about my commuting life. Because what's up, everybody? Okay, so I said earlier I wanted to sit down and talk to you all before I pass out, and just let you guys know about, like, basically just going into a little bit more detail about commuting and like how I feel about commuting and why I'm commuting and what commuting actually is, in no particular order. Maybe in that order in reverse. But basically, I don't know if I've ever really explained what a commuter is, but you know, it's like you're commuting to work, any job, except we live in different cities, in different states. So I am currently based in Charlotte, North Carolina. I am commuting from two places at the moment. I am in between moving from New York, which is where I was based previously, moving myself back home to Georgia, so where I can go back home and live in Georgia, while I'm basically just trying to figure out where I want to settle. You know, like, I am all over the place. If you watch my next video, I think I'm gonna post my next video about me comparing the bases I've been to thus far and where I'm thinking about going. It's just all over the place. So I decided to move back home to Georgia for a little bit. So yeah, and I'm just gonna commute. Charlotte to Atlanta has not been a bad commute at all. Today had to be one of the worst days. As you could see earlier, like, I was just a little stressed out about whether or not I was gonna be able to make it to work at all. You know, and when you're commuting from city to city like that, it's, you know, it's all on you. So if I don't make the flight, that's me getting points. Like, well, you could have tried an earlier flight. There are rules that go behind it, you know, and there's like a whole entire commuter policy that kind of like helps you if in situations like, say, flights cancel, then there's nothing I could have done about that. So I'm off the hook a little bit. Policy, like, there's a lot that goes into it, but the gist of it is the only thing I really pay attention to. The only thing I pay attention to is how I can avoid getting points. So here's how I can avoid getting points. And really it has nothing to do with like me. It's just, you know, stuff happens. So let's say a flight cancels. My flight or my trip starts in Charlotte at 3 p.m. Okay? Technically, I'm supposed to be in base at 2 p.m. So I need to have tried per the commuter policy, I need to have tried to get on 2 flights prior to 2 p.m. So I will get on. So if I attempt to get on the first flight and it's oversold, I just can't make it at all. And then I get on the next one and it's just oversold, I can't make it at all. That's still on me. The company doesn't cover that. Crazy, I know, but it's just like, it is what it is. Like, you chose to be a commuter. Now, however, let's say the first flight cancels, and now all these people that were booked on the first flight are kind of getting pushed over to that second flight, and now it's oversold. In that case, it's like, okay, well, there's nothing you could have done about it canceling, you know? So that's just like a, you know, situation that they kind of look out for us. So that's just like one thing that goes into the commuter policy that I really focus on. I always give myself 2 flights and a couple of hours before I actually have to be signed in at the airport. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to delay. You just don't know. So it's always good to give yourself that buffer. So today, for instance, my sign-in was at 8 p.m. in Charlotte. I decided to get on the 325 flight for my airline. Little did I know, it's CIAA weekend in Charlotte. Everybody and their mama wants to go to Charlotte. So it was completely oversold. I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? So I'm like searching flights, like trying to see, okay, maybe if I connect, what can I do to get to Charlotte before 8 p.m. because that's when I have to be signed in. I ultimately end up racing over to another gate on another airline, and I hopped a ride on that airline. I got a seat. Thank God I got a seat, and I made it here around 5:30, 5:45. So I gave that was like a lot of time, between like 5 and 8. So I had like plenty of time to like go walk around, eat, rest, relax, and just chill for my airport standby. Now, this airport standby was only 4 hours, so I literally just slept. I was just like exhausted. I didn't get any sleep last night, so I was just kind of just rested. And I talked to somebody that I used to work with that was based in New York with me. We were just comparing bases, and yeah, so that was this airport standby, and now I'm in my hotel room that my lovely company, thank you, my lovely company gave me for the night because it was available. So forever grateful for that. Tomorrow I'm on another wrap. So if you don't know what a wrap is, go check out my reserve video. I'm gonna post it in the description box down below or on this little eye up here or something. But basically, I'm on a wrap D tomorrow, and I have to be here all day. So I was like, thank God I got a hotel, so I don't have to be at the airport all day. That would have sucked. Okay, so a little bit more. Now that you know what commuting is, a little bit about the commuter policy, let me tell you guys why I'm commuting. I'm commuting because I want to go home. I just want to go back home for a little bit until I figure out which base works for me. I am going to have a video uploaded later this week discussing me just talking about where I'm at, like in my head, with where I want to be based and why I'm thinking about where I want to be based and comparing New York versus Charlotte. So be sure to check that video when it drops. Be sure to subscribe and press the notification bell so you know when it's uploaded. So I'm just like in that headspace where I just like kind of want to just see what I want to do first before I settle. The reason I'm in between New York and Georgia is because I'm in the process of moving my stuff from New York to Georgia. So some days I'll start off my trip in New York and some days I'll start off my trip in Georgia. But I'm going to say for the most part, from now on, it's going to be in Georgia because that's where I'm going to be living. How I feel about commuting is it's tough. You can't pick up trips as easily and readily as you want to because you're out of base, and you have to consider, okay, I have to get into base before I can even think about picking this up. And me personally, I don't want to pick up a trip until I'm like unless I'm like either on that plane already or what, like unless it's like the next day. So a lot of great trips tend to drop last minute. Like if a France dropped, then it would probably, most of the time they tend to drop like last minute because people want to go on those trips unless, stuff happens, life happens. So they basically, just are dropping it, and people that are in base are more readily available to pick it up and be like, yay, I can go. But when you're a commuter, you miss out on those opportunities. So also, you want your trip to be commutable. What I mean by that is you want to be able to fly in the same day and fly out the same day of your trip. So you're going to choose a trip that starts later in the day so you can commute in early that morning, which avoids you sleeping at an airport or buying a hotel room or staying at your crash pad more than you want to. And you want to get that same trip, it gets back. That same trip will get back early enough for you to commute out. So let's say you have a trip that gets back at like 10 p.m. At that point, what flights are leaving? what flights are leaving to take you home? Not many, if any at all. So you have to, you know, either sleep in the airport, sleep at your crash pad, or get a hotel room if you don't have a crash pad, or if you really don't want to sleep at the airport. Guys, another thing, I am getting a crash pad. I am writing up and signing up the paperwork right now for me to have a crash pad for March. So I will, you know, eventually after I'm there for a while, give you like how I feel about the crash pad life. I have never stayed in a crash pad before. I am very nervous about this. Very, but we'll see. Like, it is what it is. There are just a lot of cons with commuting, but the pro is you get to be home. You know, not every airline is going to have your home like as a base. Yeah, you know, sometimes you end up moving while you're working. You find like a home in another state that's not a base. So the good thing is that we do have these options to commute to work, and it is amazing. Like today, my airline was full. I was able to get on another airline like last minute. So there are, you know, I am truly blessed for the opportunity to be able to commute. It's just tough, and it keeps you from doing a lot. So my recommendation would have to be, if you don't have to commute, don't. Because it's hard. It's been hard on me. It's kind of kept me from wanting to go to work as much because it's just an extra hassle and more to think about. It kind of narrows down the types of trips I want to pick up. Like, even if it has like a nice layover, I'm like, no, it gets back too late. I don't want to sleep at the airport, you know? So, yeah, commuting's tough. I'm definitely not going to be doing this forever. Most likely, maybe through the summer, we'll see. But like I said, I might be getting a crash pad in March, so I won't have to sleep in the airport. If I am stuck here, I get to go into a bed. Now, I've never been in a crash pad before, so y'all will definitely be getting the tea about that when that goes down, because I am very nervous about it. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys more about my commuting, why I do it, what it is, and you know, basically the truth about what commuting has been like for me personally. And personally, I don't love it. I am blessed to have the opportunity to commute. The good thing about me being based in Charlotte and living in Georgia now is at least it's a drivable commute. So like for holidays per se, I can drive home. If the flights are too booked or crazy, I can drive home. Or if like something like today happens and all the books are crazy, all the flights are like crazy booked, and I'm like, no, I can't get to work, I will be able to drive to work. So that's the plus of actually living like within 3.5 hours. That's not the best commute, don't get me wrong, but it's an option, you know? So, yeah, so tomorrow I'm on another wrap. I think, you know, I'm going to end this vlog here because I'm not commuting home. As you can see, I'm not commuting home tonight. I didn't get a trip on standby. So I'm just going to end this vlog out here. And just to show you, like, it gets kind of crazy. It was kind of hectic earlier with me running around the airport and like just really nervous about making it on a flight. But this is like my truth when it comes to commuting. And if you have any questions, please hit me up with, you know, in the comment box down below. Feel free to DM me on Instagram or anything. My IG is in the description box down below as well. So yes, if you're thinking about commuting, this is how it is for me. Maybe I could be doing better at it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it all out. So whatever. So guys, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful in any way. Please comment down below, like I said, if you have any questions about anything, or just, you know, say, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? And of course, lastly, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video because I've been doing real good on my uploads lately and I'm proud of myself. And I will see you guys on my next video. Peace.